in this beautiful South End community in Burlington, where we're gonna go take a look at none other than Kristen Irvin's house, a fabulous colleague and team member of Team Logue. Let's go see what her full-size reno did for her new place. I love that you kept the infrastructure of this entire floor plan, but made the kitchen feel bigger, newer, and brighter. The old kitchen was so tight and narrow, we could barely feel like we fit through, but I don't think you moved anything more than one principal wall, yet it feels like this big, new, wide, white kitchen. How'd you guys do this?
What we did was create a plan. So Kristen was really smart. She engaged me very early on in the process. And so we were able to work together to come up with a plan to ensure that the finishes and the fixtures were really cohesive. So we kept it light and bright. We improved the amount of cabinetry and clothes storage that we have in here. And again, because of the flooring is consistent throughout the kitchen, there's no transition between the hallway, the family room, and the kitchen. It helps to make the space feel a lot bigger and brighter. We also made sure that we used some really pretty blingy light fixtures. Yeah, and it really, light fixtures and faucets and hardware really elevate the look and feel of this space. So because we've got you did invest, you saved on your light fixtures and your hardware because you worked with a designer who shared her discount.
That's right.
But you also invested, like the finishings really are what elevate the entire space and give it that really high-end look.
One of the things that that just made sense for this space was, if you look at the before pictures, we had a very odd low countertop running all the way along this side of really a galley kitchen. And when we took out the wall, it became an issue of where are we going to put the fridge now? Like, there's this big thing that's going to have to go somewhere. And fortunately, now with a counter depth fridge, we were able to recapture that space that was really a useless countertop, and not have it protrude any further into the room really than what it was before. In fact, I think it feels wider, if anything.
It does feel wider.
You know, you give up a little bit of something, but you really gain something else back in return.
You did a great job. You kept really the footprint of this kitchen, which so many people are scared to do, to renovate what's already existing, but you gave it that open sight line that everyone wants into the family room, which is great for resale and everyday life. But you also brought in these incredible pieces like the fridge. Like you went from a standard little fridge to this huge, like, family of 4 children, massive fridge. High five, nicely done. Quickly, what is the big pain piece? If you were saying to someone, okay, going forward, you're gonna do a reno, this is what I really hated doing in my reno.
We lived through this entire project.
It's crazy.
So we started demolition on the July long weekend, and we were just sort of finally getting back in at Labor Day. So we spent the whole summer camping in our backyard, I like to call it. We set up a makeshift kitchen with a microwave and a little, gas cook stove and our coffee pot, and we made it through quite well. And that was, again, a very conscious decision. We said this can only happen in the summer. We can't be out there at 30 below doing that. So we had a great opportunity. And I'll say with that, we had some really fun family time sitting around our outdoor porch table and candlelight dinners at 9 o'clock at night. And I learned how to barbecue things that probably shouldn't be barbecued.
Good for you.
So I knew what to expect, but I would say the pain threshold came when I got reno fatigue. At the end of it, when you're totally sick of eating takeout and you're sick of living in your basement and all of the small hiccups that are a normal part of the renovation process, just felt so big and annoying and painful. That being said, looking back, would I do it all over again? Totally.
Yes.
A million times.
I agree. I would do it all over again. I didn't mind the reno piece. The only piece I had to deal with was I had to communicate with Chris on more decisions than I've ever communicated with before.
It's marriage counseling built in there somewhere. And if it's not happening during it, you'll need it afterwards.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, ladies. What a great project.
Thanks.